Don't dwell on your past, because we're not our past. We are right now, today, and we are who we're going to be tomorrow.
What is up, YouTube? We are back. I took like a 2-week break, 2.5-week break from making YouTube videos. I've been posting TikToks or videos on my TikToks daily. So that's kind of, if you've like been following, if you've been here since like the beginning and you like have been like watching these videos, then you'd be like, oh, where did you go? But yeah, so in the last video I also said that I'd just be posting probably on YouTube like 2 or 3 times a month. So because I was posting daily for a while, or at least trying to post daily for a while, and it was, I will say, very, very overwhelming, especially for someone like me who's never done YouTube before. But right now I'm currently waiting for my car to, here, look how that says. So can't really move. Not sure if you saw that, but can't move yet. But it's currently 7:37 in the morning. I have class, so that's where we're going to right now, and it's on my campus, so we're gonna have to book it down there. But yeah, so today is a chest day, chest, and then we might do some shoulders. Maybe I always know for a fact what I'm gonna, like, my main target muscle that I want to hit. So it's definitely chest day today. I just don't know if I want to couple it with something else. So yeah, so we'll see. You'll know obviously by the title of this video what I go with, but yeah, so we are currently, I believe it's 26, maybe I'm wrong, 26 days out from my bodybuilding competition, which is through OCB. It's classic physique, so yeah, it's interesting. Very, very close to the day. Very nervous. I've literally, now that I think of it, I literally just had a dream about the actual competition, and I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'm very nervous for some reason, even though the mindset that I'm taking down there isn't one that's like, oh, I gotta beat everybody else, I gotta be the best, I gotta be the greatest. It's not really like that for me. The mindset that I'm taking, it's like, oh, it's like a learning experience. Like we're gonna see what it is like to like legitimately be a bodybuilder. I mean, all this stuff that I've been like this prep that I've been on, it's all body, like I guess you could say that I started being a bodybuilder as soon as I started this prep, but I'm not really a true bodybuilder until I step on that stage, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's what we're working for. That's really what yeah, that's what we're working for. So yeah, oh, that made me nervous. I didn't want to do that, but so yeah, and I just wanted to again, I mean, it's super early in the morning, so I mean, I feel like my mind kind of, I feel like I lose track very easily in the mornings, but I definitely cannot forget to say thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me another day. Because not everybody wakes up. Not everybody gets this opportunity. Not everybody, I can't remember where I saw this, but not everybody that can exist will exist. So the fact that I'm here on this earth right now talking to you all is a blessing. Like, it's truly, like, if you look deep down into the numbers and like how the probability and whatnot, it's really a blessing. Like, so I'm very, very thankful just to even be able to breathe like the air that I'm breathing, and to be eating this little protein bar as well. But yeah, so yeah, so my videos, again, if this is the first video you're ever watching, and it's kind of funny how I'm just sitting here waiting, but if this is the first video that you've ever watched from me, I do like the reason, the purpose kind of behind these videos, and really the purpose of my life is really just to live for Christ, if that makes sense. So, and what does that mean, live for Christ? Living for Christ to me, and I feel like for the majority of Christians in the world, is yeah, we may fall, yeah, we may sin, we're not perfect, no one's perfect. We are saved by grace and grace alone. So salvation is a gift, and I'm losing track. And yeah, it's not something you can work for. It's not something that like, oh, like I'm building my salvation. I'm building it. No, it's not. You can't build on salvation. It is a gift from the Lord. It is when you ask for forgiveness from all your sins. It is when you believe that Jesus died on that cross and rose 3 days later. That's salvation. That's grace right there. So it's through His grace that I'm able to wake up and make these videos and kind of just go through my day. So I do, and not just, obviously I don't do just these videos for Christ. I do everything in my life for Jesus Christ. So yeah, but and it just like allows me to be like more purposeful in my life. Like being able to find that deep purpose allows me to, I don't know, like I feel like, I don't know. But so yeah, we'll leave it at that. Catch you on the gym. And one more thing before we get started from the lift. Sorry, I just want to let y'all know that I haven't the way that I've been shooting the past videos. It's been like with like honestly like a really cheap camera. But now I forgot, like I'm obviously using my regular iPhone, like my daily phone, to record obviously this intro. But I forgot I had an old busted iPhone 11 that I just kind of had in my room sitting. And when I mean busted, I mean it's cooked. So it barely works. Like the screen works perfectly fine, other than the fact that you can't see anything on it. But the plan is, I don't even know why I feel like I should let y'all know, but it's just kind of cool to me because I don't have to whip out this like super thick camera anymore. That I'm just going to be using this phone to record and this phone to listen to music, because you can't do both at the same time. But just wanted to throw that out there. I'll catch you on the gym.
I do want to start off by saying what a relief it is to kind of be able to kind of use my phone instead of using my camera to record. Like, it just honestly makes life so much easier. It honestly makes me like less anxious in the gym, if that makes sense. Because for you all out there that don't know, I mean, obviously I haven't been on social media very, very long at all. So like being out in public and like I guess whipping out my like devices to record my videos, it is a little, it does still make me a little nervous, but it is nice to you know, to like feel a little bit more confident in just like in the things that I'm doing. Even though like I don't like if I'm gonna like I don't really, I guess you could say I don't really care what people think when they see me when I'm doing this stuff, but I do want to be mindful as well, obviously, you know. But it just makes me feel a little bit less, yeah, like anxious is probably the best word. But obviously today we started off with a little bit of incline barbell bench press, so yeah. I do also want to point out that so in the last video, if you guys watched it, I did talk about also peep the guy that like walked directly across the camera. Like, I mean, not that it's a problem, obviously. I mean, I'm in a public space, but there was so much room, and it just looked, it looked like he did it on purpose, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. I was saying in the last video, I was talking about I called it brain strain, but I think the technical term would be exertion headaches. So I posted that video around a little bit over 2 weeks ago, and just now I just started to get over that exertion headache. So basically meaning like every time, I guess you could say, like I exerted or like kind of pushed my body to, I guess definitely like in this movement, like when I'm pressing up and pushing it away, that's exertion. So like, and it would like cause this like horrible pain, very, very intense pain in like the back of my head. And I had no idea, like I'm very familiar with the feeling, but I have no idea like what like genuine, like what like causes it, if that makes sense. So I had a friend tell me that it's maybe I'm not taking in enough electrolytes. It could be the case, but I don't know. So, but it's nice to say that that those headaches are out of the equation now. Like they're no longer there. So that's good. I did a little double take just to make sure that I didn't know if when I lifted it up, it honestly felt like 110 was still on one side. So I don't know, it felt a little weird. So I just had to make sure that I was chilling. But
I'll be honest with you. When I was doing that incline bench press, I can honestly feel a little bit in my shoulder, my right shoulder, and it's like a reoccurring pain that I've been feeling for like quite some time. It's just I kind of been brushing it off, kind of going light some days, but I don't know. It's the pressing that usually kind of gets me for my shoulders. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this movement. Okay, definitely going up. Probably stop at 190. Just like when I was at like my peak bulk, I could easily do the full stack, but since we're over 20 pounds down, so yeah, we're not gonna go heavy. Yeah, shoulder doesn't feel the greatest today, so we might. I'm trying to think of what is gonna make it. We'll probably just move on to a different type of press, but we'll see. Or just go lighter.
So, this is going to be our last movement of today, and I'll talk about it later. But the shoulder definitely wasn't feeling amazing, definitely at this point in the workout. So, obviously, we're doing skull crushers here. It felt fine. I just I didn't really want to push it today. Like I didn't like we're getting close to the day of the show. We only have like a little bit less than a month left to genuinely be on track. So I didn't want to, like, you know what I mean, like do anything permanent or that's going to hinder us from being able to do our best or do what we can when we go down to the show. So I didn't want to risk it today. So this will be the last exercise that we'll do. Not the last set, I guess, because I think we do like 2 or 3 sets, but yeah. Exhibit A, why that phone that I just tossed on the ground, the one that I'm listening to music with, is in such horrible condition because I do stuff like that. Like I honestly, I just throw my things and I just kind of forget that things are fragile. Like things break over time, especially when I'm throwing it like that. Like, and I honestly can't even hear it because I have my music playing, headphones banging, noise cancellation on. So I don't really know how, but that's like, that phone is cranking or clanking on the ground, like it's hitting hard. So reason why I can't have nice things because I'll break them.
How up are you?
So let's go ahead and pose down real quick. We're just gonna put that joint right there. Definitely had to cut the workout a tad bit short today. I'll be honest with you, my shoulders cooked, and what would you call this? My elbow joints cooked. So we gave it a rest today. So. Okay.
Also, if you guys are wondering how much I actually weigh right now, I weigh a whopping, believe it or not, a whopping 160 pounds. So it's very embarrassing to say the least. I don't like telling people my actual body weight because 160. Well, 60 is crazy. Do a front double by as well, and then we'll do a. I think we'll probably end it off with. I don't know. We'll see. Probably. Oh, that post sucks, so I'm not gonna hit that into the show. But physique is coming along relatively well, so we only have about 26 days till we're actually on stage and everything. It's gonna happen pretty quickly, I'd say, so I'm just trying to, right now, just mentally prepare for, because that last week, at least from the research that I've done about like what you need to do, it's gonna be brutal. So we'll see. We're definitely gonna try to push ourselves as much as we possibly can these last few workouts that we can, but I'm definitely gonna have to take a few rest days, and I'll talk about how my split works and all that kind of jazz here in the post lift in the office is what, if this is the first video you've ever seen, I call it the office, which is just my bedroom. But yeah, and also I was told I couldn't wear these bad boys, but for the posing and for my cardio, yeah, we're gonna say it's all right. So catch you on the office. All right, we made it back to the office. So currently, as I'm making this this little outro for you all, it is the day after I hit chest. So realistically, I mean, obviously I remember from yesterday. It's not like it's out of my memory, but I also like reviewed all of our footage. So so obviously, like I know how I was feeling yesterday. So it's nothing to worry about. What was I gonna say? But yeah, a little update on the. I guess now I have a whole day to like. Basically think about yesterday, and you won't see this video until possibly Friday because I recorded it the footage on Monday. Currently today is Tuesday, and then you will see this on Friday because I want to have like that like I was saying, like 2 to 3 uploads per month. So, and as we get better at this and over time, I'll probably return back to the daily uploads, but for now we'll do it like this. But if you guys are not if you're not following my TikTok, I'll put it right here. That's where I put the majority. That's basically all my content is at currently. So if you haven't already followed the account, go ahead and follow it. What was I gonna say? Yeah. I was kind of concerned yesterday, or not concerned, but it was brought to my attention like my right shoulder. It's always the pressing movements that get me. So it started off with the incline press that I remember like being like, you know what, my right shoulder doesn't feel amazing, and then like all the other movements just like it kept adding on, and then I don't know, it's weird. But today, obviously, I didn't record it, but I hit back today, back and shoulders, and it felt fine. Honestly, it felt fine. So yeah, so from what I can remember and from what I can gather from yesterday's lift, from this video's lift, it was solid. Honestly, I got like a really good pump. Literally, it was just like a very, very just a productive, a productive day in the gym. So I don't think I want to go into too much depth about our workout, because I mean it's legitimately just how do you say it? Just like like we've been doing the same things over and over and over every single day, and it's working. Like, it's working. So yeah, I don't have too much to talk about. But I do want to touch on some scripture, obviously. So this is my drawing book for you all. It's my poetry book where I write some poetry. If you guys don't know me, even the people that know me probably don't even know that I do that. And then I journal as well. So this is where I'll my daily, I guess you could say a diary, but I don't like to use that word. But let's see. All right. So we're gonna be in the book of Jeremiah, and this is 10. So what is this? Jeremiah 10, 1 through 5. So it's learn not the way of the heathen. So hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it may not, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. So, a lot to unpack there. But, let's see, I don't want to pull this one out, I guess. So, what do I want to say? The way that I kind of just, I picked scripture out, so obviously I had to, like, kind of do a second take over here, because I was kind of searching for some scripture, but, I kind of skim through what I feel like is kind of calling out to me, I guess. I don't know. I'm a big proponent on I don't know how to say this. Like, a feeling. Like, I get a feeling, which is kind of what I go by. I'm like, oh, I feel like I need to read this, and then I just read it. I feel like that's my conscience speaking, and I feel like it's my spirit speaking, I guess you could say, like that. So obviously I read this once before in my head before I hit the play button, and then I read it out loud, and it is almost like it's perfectly clear now. So, and I'm not sure if you guys do this with reading, but I'm not the best reader. Like, I'm not the best, my literacy isn't amazing. So it does take me a couple times to go back and forth and, like, truly understand what I'm reading. And also, this is a quite difficult read. This is King James Version. And if you all are familiar with this version of the Bible, it is not the easiest book to understand by any means. I don't think even, like, I don't know. It's definitely, because I feel like a lot of it is speaking in metaphors, which makes it, at least for me, very difficult to cognitively understand what it's trying to tell me, if that makes sense. Because it's speaking through metaphor a lot of the time. So basically, so don't, as the title says, learn not the way of the heathen. So, we should not be dismayed. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So, we shouldn't be afraid, because, we have the Lord, I guess. Pretty much that's what it's saying. But, what do I want to say? And I'm not amazing. I will say this. I'm not, like, the best. I'm fairly new. For you guys that don't know, I became a Christian in May of 2023. So it's not the easiest, kind of path to follow. I will say at the beginning it seemed, I was like, oh, this is like the easiest thing ever. Like, I'm saved from my sin. Like, I'm finally free. But as you progress into your faith, I feel like you become more aware of your sinful manners, like your thoughts. You start to realize that some of your thoughts are sin, if that makes sense. So Like I don't know. It's hard to explain. So yeah, like I'm just I think I have more, what is that word? I have the ability to discern different things. So sometimes I'm like, why is this thought popping in my head? Why am I thinking this? What is causing me to think whatever I'm thinking? Or what is causing me to do this whatever that I'm gonna do? Why do I feel like I need to do whatever it is? And I have that ability now to be like, I think I know where this thought is coming from, and it's not from God, if that makes sense. So, and once sinful thoughts pop into my brain, it's almost like it's so hard to like make my own body not to like act on some of the thoughts if that pop into my head, or like, if that makes sense, like trying to turn away from temptations, from sin, from lust, all these things. And all this is relative to me. So I'm not saying you guys have problems with lust or temptations. Like maybe you guys have it extremely like a lot easier than like everyone's like going through a different kind of different temptations in their life, different sins that they're conscious is that regard. Like I feel like a sin is different for other people, if that makes sense. Some sins, I don't know. It's gonna take me like be able to actually sit here and think about what that even means. Like some sins are different than others for other people. I don't know. I'm just kind of speaking for myself here when I say that. Like at least I have kind of like lustful thoughts when I think of like, like when these thoughts pop into my head, I'm like, Lord, like why do I like I don't want to act on these thoughts. I don't want to. But why is it so hard to turn away? Sometimes I fall. Sometimes I'm not the greatest Christian. Like, I don't know. But I think it's the most important thing is to be able to like stand back up on your feet and like just keep going. I can't remember. It's kind of I can't remember what quote this is or where in the Bible it says this, but just leave the past in the past, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's we'll leave it at that. Like the past is the past, and just get up and keep moving on, and not don't dwell on your past, because we're not our past. We are right now, today, and we are who we're gonna be tomorrow. So yeah, and I also said in before the video ended, when I was doing my posing, I talked about how what my current split is. I will say the current split that I'm on, it's similar to Sam Sulek's. It's a little similar. I'm not sure if they call it the Arnold split, but I'll run it down to you. So I'll do my first day, it's a chest followed by usually tricep. My second day is back, usually followed by bicep. My third day is legs, and then go back to do chest on that fourth day, chest followed by probably tricep again. Friday followed by back and bicep again. Usually, sometimes I change, like I flip-flop the tricep and bicep. Some days I'll do tricep on back, and then some days I'll do chest with bicep. But it just depends. And then that sixth and seventh day, the sixth day I'll either hit legs or do arms. And that seventh day I'll do arms or I'll do legs. No rest. I don't take a single rest day, and it's been like that. And a lot of you guys, if you've made it this far in the video, I guess I'll talk about it in the next video as well, just so like you guys can get the idea of what I'm talking about. But I don't personally think that you need a rest day. Like obviously there's nothing wrong with taking a rest day, and it's honestly probably very good for you. But for me, if realistically the way that I look at it, if I'm training my chest on the first day, I'm not hitting chest again till my fourth day. So that's 3 days of no chest. I guess I'm still working the chest, like when I'm doing back movements and leg, it still requires some chest, obviously, because you can't, you know what I mean? Like on compound movements, you're still using kind of a lot of your other, but like for me, I mean, what is that? 72 hours of recovery. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 72 hours to recover that chest from that last workout. You're fine.
I literally feel fine. Some days my body hurts a little bit more than others, and then I just go a little bit lighter the next lift. And I've been able to maintain this, and I've seen amazing results, so I don't feel like I need to change it. A lot of people tell me I need to take a rest day. Sure, I could take a rest day if I really wanted to, but I don't feel like I need to. So I honestly consider my leg day as my rest day. So but yeah, we'll leave it at that. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you all. I'm very thankful that we're at 115 subscribers, which is unbelievable. It's crazy. On TikTok we're at like 235, and then on Instagram we're at like 890 or something like that. So pull them all together, we're looking at like over like 1,200 followers across all platforms, which is crazy. It's probably more than that. I can't really do math right now on the spot, but look at like 1,300 followers across all platforms, which is insane. And I thank everybody like that has been like kind of following with me. So you guys will be seeing this a little bit later in the week, but when you're seeing this, I guess it is later in the week. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and stay blessed and get ready for what? Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.